I mean, they're a very balanced offense. I think when you look at Clemson's offense, first and foremost, you have to stop the run. The teams they've just ran up on this year have been teams that haven't been able to stop the run. They've got an incredible running back, had the chance to meet him in Atlanta. Great guy, great kid. Obviously, the quarterback's got the arm talent to throw it all over the field. A young guy will have to get pressure on him early, but real balanced in their approach. They're able to get the ball on the perimeter, make you tackle in space, and then do a lot of stuff with counters and pull schemes to try to get your linebackers misfitting at the second level.
I understand when you met him, you were kind of were taken aback at Travis. Maybe you were picturing a different build.
Yeah. No, the way he runs on film, I would have thought he was 6'2", 230, and it wasn't that big in person. But, dude, he can make the cut, make you miss. He can run through you. He's a really talented kid and really special back.
This is the fourth time they've been here in a row. Your guys' first trip. How much does experience play a factor?
I don't know. In our preparation, it feels like we've been there before, but obviously we haven't. I don't know if it's just we have such a veteran group, but I've really appreciated the way our guys have handled themselves and gone about their preparation. I think we'll be good and ready to go on Saturday.
You got a bowl week, you got a playoff semifinal, Christmas all wrapped up together. How do you deal with all the various distractions that this week has?
I think we've, throughout the course of the year, encountered a lot with whether it's hype, distractions, having to travel to the West Coast on Thanksgiving Day. So our team, I think, has been prepared a little bit in that regard. Obviously, it's my first time being away from home on Christmas, so it was a little bit different. But, our staff did a great job of putting together a dinner last night. And just, we talk about building fences. And, when it's time to prepare, time to work, time to meet, time to go over scheme, like we do that. And when it's time to relax, have fun, enjoy the accommodations of the Cotton Bowl, we're doing that as well. So it's been a pretty balanced approach. It's been good for us.
You play on a pretty large stage on most Saturdays, but AT&T was like the first time you stepped into that building and saw massive.
Yeah, my brother played here 2 years ago with Western Michigan in the Cotton Bowl, and my parents and family were just raving at the Jumbotron, the atmosphere, how big it was. But having never been in there myself, it was pretty spectacular getting to walk in there. It's just the most spacious building I feel like I've been in the world. Jerry and everyone did an incredible job putting together a spectacular sports venue, and couldn't be more excited to play in it.
What's the treatment been like here in Dallas so far? The combo people, what's it been like so far?
They're not wrong when they say Southern hospitality, man. It's been great. Very kind people, very welcoming. There to ask us if we need anything, and it's been first class in terms of our experience over at the Star the other night with the dinner and the comedian show, and then last night getting a little Christmas dinner. I think they've got a NBA game tonight for us, and so player hospitality suite's been great. The people are great. I think that's the biggest thing.
I'm sure you've been able to watch a decent amount of tape on them. When you see the amount of receivers and running backs that they use, have you seen that kind of depth on another team this year? And does it surprise you when they get that many guys involved?
They definitely get a lot of guys involved. I think, Michigan had a good slew of backs and receivers and Peoples-Jones and those guys. Florida State had the talent. They didn't have – I don't know that they had the togetherness that Clemson plays with. Florida State would shoot themselves in the foot a lot, although they have probably similar athletes on the edges. And so, Clemson's kind of the complete package when you – look at both the collection of athletes they have and their ability to play as one and move the ball effectively.
Is there a specific aspect where you come into the game thinking we've got the clear advantage here?
It's hard to say you have a clear advantage when you're in the playoff and, all four teams are great. I think we love our physicality up front and our front seven and our ability to stop the run. And that's something we're going to have to do against these guys if we want to stop their offense.
Obviously followed football. You've seen Clemson now in this past few years. You hear probably about the R, you hear about Dabo, you hear about all that. What are your impressions from afar of Clemson based on maybe what you've seen, you've watched them on TV, or heard about things in the program, maybe
Yeah.
know some guys who were recruited by them?
Well, I had some time to spend with Christian Wilkins in New York for the Campbell Trophy ceremony, and I walked in the weight room, and he was in there, and so we kind of kicked it off. And um, I was sitting at the Campbell, I think, pre-ceremony reception, whatever, and Dabo FaceTimes him, and it's just like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And so like, I think when you hear about Clemson being all about family, I really got that impression when I was talking to Christian, and when I saw like him just FaceTiming his head football coach and just carrying on. And so, I think what you see is what you get, and they really are about family there, and that's pretty cool.
How do you attack these guys when they're going to come at you multiple different ways? You talked before that they have a Fournette-like running back. They've got a great receiving core, but they do have a young quarterback. Have you found that one kind of area that you guys want to focus in on?
Well, I think it's what I said earlier. We have to stop the run first and foremost. And when you want to commit yourselves to stopping the run, your DBs have to win in one-on-one situations. Obviously, they've got some talented receivers as well, so we have to provide our corners and our safeties help. But there's such a balanced attack. I think it's hard to say, we're going to take away this one aspect. I think we've got to stop the run early, and then we've got to get pressure on Lawrence to make him get to his second, third read. When he's just able to read half the field, he's a great quarterback. When he's got to scan to the other half of the field with pressure in his face, he can get off balance a little bit.
Drew, when you reflect on the journey, your personal journey, originally not even thinking that you were going to go to Notre Dame, and to know that your college career is ending either here or in the national championship in the college football playoff, how remarkable has this whole experience been for you?
It's been probably the most special experience of my life outside of marrying my wife. It's crazy to think I came in here as an 18-year-old boy, and I'm leaving as a 23-year-old married man. I've learned so much, and I'm forever grateful to Notre Dame. Obviously, would like to go out on top as a national champion. It's one of my goals in life. One of the reasons I came back. So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity, playing on such a big stage against some great teams, and we'll see if we can't carry this thing out.
How much do you look forward to a potential future of football after this?
To be honest, my dream was to play college football. I never really, thought of playing professionally, and then I came here and realized, how much I love football. And my dad was an engineer growing up, so I thought I'd be an engineer. But I love this game, and I'm so passionate about it. It's taught me so much, and I think sports is the one thing where there's no lines in life, and it doesn't matter the background, the language you speak. It's kind of a unifier, and I really appreciate that about football, how it brings guys together, how it brings teams, communities, people together. And so I very much look forward to playing it at the next level and continuing my career.
Are you expecting a big 4-win see on Saturday?
I hope so, man. I know I'm getting texts here and there that they're praying for me, and they've got me in their thoughts. I know my family's coming down full force, so I'll have about 15 people in attendance, and all my brothers, sisters, parents, wife, her brother. So it'll be good.
Viewed as the undisputed leader of this team. So when people talk about this team, regardless of what happened on Saturday 15 years now, they talk about that team led by Drue Tranquill.
Yeah, I think and company is an important part there. I think what's made this team different than teams I've been on in years past is just the depth of leadership. You look around the room, we've got guys like Alohi Gilman, who's just a junior and has just, come forth as a huge piece for our defense. Guys like Tavon, who don't wear the C on their chest, but are captains for us in our locker room each and every day. And when you have, a group of 10 to 15 guys that could be captains on a team, you've got a pretty good chance to win.